I'm very much a sweatpants and sweatshirt type of mom. And then when I shoot my OnlyFans, it's a lot of lingerie, a lot of skin showing.
I had no income, so going from that to 6 figures a year has made a drastic difference in the way I'm able to take care of my family.
My brother is coming over today and he hasn't been very supportive.
I definitely do have a problem with the moral standpoint of it.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. So the title of the video that we're reacting to is I Get Judged for Being an OnlyFans Mom. Now, my biggest question is, do sex workers care about the well-being of their children? Because when you're in sex work, you're talking about being a stripper. I would say probably out of all sex work, probably being a stripper, it might be the safest one because, you know, unless if you are like a big known stripper, but you know, being a stripper, man, you know, you ain't like you really on video or whatever. You really just pleasing, you know, a crowd of people and that's it. Whereas in your OnlyFans, whereas you're a P-star, that's on the internet forever. So that's why I say it's a little bit more easier to be a stripper than being that. But you know, in this day and age, shoot, you know, it might be a lot harder to be a stripper. I don't know, but you know, man, we are here, and back in the day. Talking about the 70s, talking about the 80s, women were prostitutes, were strippers because they needed to make ends meet, because generally they are single mothers and hey, like, yo, this is the last resort, you know, so, you know, this is some easy money and shoot, little Ray Ray and Quenisha needs some diapers. So, hey, gotta go do that. And though I don't agree with it, you know, when you're talking about, you know, your back is against the wall, you have nowhere else to turn, you don't have anybody to turn to. You know, like I said, I wouldn't suggest it, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, now it's glorified. We have so many different avenues to where you don't need a strip, to where you don't need to be a prostitute, to where you don't need to go out here and be sucking something on OnlyFans and porn and these sex sites. But the reason women do it now is because it's glorified now. So many people want to do it now. So many people want to do it now. So many women want to sit up here and just throw their lives away now because it's easy money. So let's just go ahead, man, and see this detriment this woman about to put these kids through.
I'm very much a sweatpants and sweatshirt type of mom. And then when I shoot my OnlyFans, it's a lot of lingerie, a lot of skin showing.
I had no income, so going from that to 6 figures a year has made a drastic difference in the way I'm able to take care of my family.
My brother is coming over today and he hasn't been.
And this is what I'm saying, right? She's saying she wasn't making any money. That means and she probably was making some money. But that means, bro, you gotta be one lazy nigga, man, and not want to be able to get up and just go get no job. And that's what it seems like for her. She just didn't want to go out and go get no job. What would be the reason for you not to be able to go out and go get no job? What would be the reason for you not to be able to go out and go get no job, man? It's just making excuses, sis. Just say, man, you just want to make money fast as hell, and this is the quickest way.
Very supportive.
I definitely do have a problem with the moral standpoint of it.
I'm an OnlyFans mom, and we're gonna pick out the outfits that I'm gonna wear today. I'm very much a sweatpants and sweatshirt type of mom. And then when I shoot my OnlyFans, it's a lot of lingerie, a lot of skin showing. I try to keep it as classy as possible, but seductive. This seems to be a crowd favorite, and then maybe a little bit more revealing. Lucy, come eat.
Cooper and Lucy are my twins. They're 10 years old. Taylor is 1 and Drake is 10.
I create the content while they're at school. When they're home, I focus my attention on them 100%. So basically work during the day while they're at school and take care of them while they're here.
So do you guys know what your mom does for work?
Our mom does like social media and TikTok. We get to spend with our mom almost all day.
Yeah, like when we get home from school and like after wrestling practice when she makes dinner.
I love to bake with her.
At the moment, I don't plan on telling my kids that I do OnlyFans.
I think Lisa.
Why you don't want to tell them that you out here, bro, freaking putting your body and your goods on the internet for other people to see? Why don't you want to tell them that? Because you know the damn effects that it will cause for those kids. They're gonna be like, man, hold on, bro. So, like I said, this is why I say sex workers don't really care about the well-being of the kid. They want to have the kids, but they don't care for the well-being of the kids. Now, these kids are gonna go to school. They're gonna start reaching some of these damn kids that just don't care. Kids don't have filters. So the second they sit up here and see your mom on the damn internet getting clapped up or sitting over here showing some skin, other kids are gonna sit up here and say, bro, look at your mom. She's on here, bro. So I just saw your mom just take 3 of them. I just saw your mom just take 3 weenies. I just freaking saw your mom have freaking 3 weenies in her mouth. I saw your mom out here getting fucked like a starfish. So you didn't question the mother. You didn't question her. Do you what's your problem? And a lot of women who are into sex work who have kids, they think this shit is okay. They think that kids are going to just go to school and nobody's going to say anything.
She's a fantastic mom. I think she does a really good job of balancing both, making sure that the content is separated from anything to do with any child.
Say bye.
He's a beta. He's a beta. And the sad thing about it, they said this is Lisa's partner. Oh man. And you know this, and you want to play stepdaddy? You want to play stepdaddy? I mean, he might be the dad of some of those kids, but I mean, they would have said something about him being a father of some of those kids, at least. But from the looks of it, none of those are his kids. So he's just, bro. That's beta to the max. You are willing to play stepdaddy to 4 kids and willing to be a partner with a woman, man, who's out here showing her goods to other men. Couldn't be me.
Prior to starting OnlyFans, I had no income. So going from that to 6 figures a year has made a drastic difference in the way I'm able to take care of my family.
I usually try to do it at least 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes daily. I get a lot of compliments on when I do getting to know me videos. Seems like they like to know who they're seeing and who they're talking to.
Why is it that you decided to show your body on social media?
I've put a lot of hard work into the way I look, and if it's something that's going to make me money so I can support my family, then, you know, I'm okay with that. I do have...
Get a freaking job. Get a job. That's all you gotta do. Or start YouTube. But dog, you don't need to be doing this, man. You really don't need to be doing this, man.
People that don't like it so much, but you always have haters in any profession.
So far, none of the moms have said anything specifically to me about it, but I do feel like I get looks from people when I drop the kids off at school or go to school events.
Purple!
I don't feel OnlyFans takes away from me being a mother at all. It actually has allowed me to be a much better mother. I have so much more time with my kids, freedom, even the finances. I know that that's not all of it, but it's a huge part.
Yeah, me out here, bro, bending over and showing all my goods and to all the men in the world is me being a better mother. That made me be a better mother. And me being on these sex sites make me be a better father because, you know, I'm making tons of money and I can be with my kids more and
My brother is coming over today, and he hasn't been very supportive, I guess, of OnlyFans.
When I first told you what I was doing, I guess I expected you to not agree with it, obviously, because it's not a traditional job.
It took me a few weeks to process, and I'm still working through my head how I feel about it. You've done many things to try to support your family, and I don't think that you need to try to find new work to take care of your family.
There's not a lot of opportunity in this town, and that's the thing I've always wanted in life, is to be a mom, to give my kids something that we never had when we were little. So being able to stay home with Taylor and not have to take her to daycare, or when the kids are sick, I can stay here and I can take care of them.
that's a weak ass excuse. I hope you know that. And for any women, man, out here who think this is a good excuse to out here just to show your body, dude, just say, man, you just don't want to work and this is the easiest way you make money. I mean, that's all you gotta say.
That to me is worth everything that I have to do.
I think that all of your siblings are worried about the attention that it's going to bring as far as creepy people. So I definitely do have a problem with the moral standpoint of it.
Which I figured you would. But honestly, I've never been so secure where I'm at right now. Never been so happy, never been so at peace.
I encourage you to always raise your kids the way that you think is fit, because you're one of the best moms I've ever known. I'll always protect you. That's my only job.
I think I'll keep doing my current job for, at least for a while, a few more years. It's allowed me to be a better mother. It's given me more self-confidence and allowed me to explore making income in ways that I never thought possible. Don't be judgmental. Get to know somebody before you judge what they do, because it provides a great opportunity for my family.
Don't judge a school shooter. Get to know the school shooter before he goes up and go shoot up a school. Cause hey, you would at least maybe you would know why he's shooting up the school. Maybe you know why he's out here trying to take other people's kids' lives for no good reason. Just hear him out though. All you got to do is just hear him out. Get to know him first. Once you do that, and hey, maybe you might have a better understanding of why he's doing that, and it might make it okay for him to do that. You see how stupid it sounds? You see how fucking stupid it sounds? You're lazy. You're lazy. You just don't want to go out and go work. You don't want to go out here and go get money, or actually go work like a regular citizen and make money. You just want to sit over here. You want to go pop your coochie. Because, hey, look, you know what's funny, man? This is saying that coochie sells faster than weed. So yes, most definitely, you'll be able to make tons of money off of showing that body. Most definitely. That body's lucrative. But how long do you think that's going to last? Y'all look at Pinky. She's a sex worker. Look at her now. Pinky is 40 years of age. 40. I believe she stopped doing film about some years ago. So you're in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? You're in your 30s. What are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? So she probably just up under her boyfriend, because I believe her boyfriend or her husband or whatever was behind her, being a sex worker or whatever. But there's no longevity in sex work. I'm sorry, but there's no longevity in sex work. Now, you got some women who are able to pull it off, but it's a very few. You're not going to be able to get everything that you truly want, right? So, it's a sad case, man. It's a sad case. And this is why I say, like sex workers, this is why I say sex workers obviously don't have respect for themselves, but they obviously don't care for their children's well-being. Women are always going to sit up here and say, oh, kids ain't going to worry about that. Kids ain't. Dude.
I've been depressed and suicidal because of my mom's OnlyFans. I'm 13 and my mom is 33. Things at school were never great. I'm sort of short, so I get picked on some, but it was manageable. That was until one of my classmates showed me a picture of my mom naked. I almost had a panic attack and had to be excused from the classroom. I ended up not showing up to school for a few days, faking sick. I was hoping that things would cool off, but they didn't. As soon as I got to school, almost everyone in my class was staring and laughing at me. This has been going on for about a week now. I was wondering how my classmates even got the pictures, and apparently my mom advertises her OnlyFans on her personal Twitter account. Some students from my school follow her, so they were able to see the nudes, and they've been spread everywhere. I don't even have a Twitter, so I didn't know about any of this. The worst part is, when I confronted my mom about this, she basically told me that I was overreacting and that sex work is basically the same as working at a bank or a grocery store. She also said it makes her feel good about herself and that I should be happy that she's more confident now. I told the principal, but they can't suspend thousands of students or take anyone's phones. I've been crying in my room every day for the past week. I don't think I can take it anymore.
Look at Lana Rhodes. Look at Mia Khalifa. Look at all them. You look at Lana Rhodes, so many people were getting on her because they're like, dude, look, your kids are going to go through so much because of your name. Your kids are going to go through so much because of your name. And she's sitting over here, right? She sat up here, didn't take accountability. She says,
how easy do you think the baby will come out? So, I don't know if you guys have seen, but people are making memes and TikToks saying two things. One, that my child is going to be bullied in school. And two, they're making TikToks about my delivery of my child and like children going on water slides.
I actually haven't seen any of that. I haven't been on TikTok, though.
Well, those are majority of the comments, like on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter, just saying stuff like that. And then also just like, I feel bad for the kid because your mom did porn. I have one thing to say to that. I feel bad for you. You clearly had a terrible mom who raised a son that talks like that to women.
She said that these men parents or whatever are shit parents or bad parents or whatever because they didn't teach their kids not to bully or whatever. They teach their kids. She think that these boys, these little boys, parents teach them to be bullies. No, no. Kids are just freaking bad at nature. So they're just gonna say whatever comes to their mind. So you're gonna have kids. You're gonna have these kids. I mean, you already see one of them. You already see one of her sons may got a black eye. So you know he's about to have a couple of them because he's gonna be fighting so many dudes because they're gonna keep showing pictures of her damn. They're gonna keep showing pictures of his mama. But once again, sex workers don't care about their kids like that. They really don't. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing this stuff. They just get a regular job. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe.